so just like what obtains in other palaces, once you start, others will come and join us. And I know today is going to be more like an expository tool as a countdown to yesterday, which for the feelers, it was quite exciting. What else would I have expected? Today is a Saturday, and a few people take their time to attend to their domestics, and of course, a few engagements here and there, you know. But if we were to share more dinner, I know this place will be jam-packed. But all to say we'll run because knowledge is power, and we're actually here to gain knowledge. And so I'd like to appreciate our speakers so far for all they do. And so moving quickly, we'll start with the word of prayers. And we'll just hit the ground, run. We'll thank a very senior clergyman who has always been there. I was not also free to appreciate Dr. Alfio John, consultant family physician, lifestyle medicine expert. She's the head of family medicine department, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, Port Harcourt. Thank you so much, ma'am, for all that you do. And so moving quickly, we'll start with the word of prayers. And we'll just hit the ground, run. We'll thank a very senior clergyman who has always been with us back to back, Reverend Agaduna Batuta. I greet you, sir. Thank you so much for coming. I must also appreciate the General Manager, Oki, another big brother. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. So can we rise to the opening prayers as I invite quickly Victor Anoje to pray for us. Victor.
We thank God for being here. We thank God that we continue to learn, to be of benefit to humankind. We pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Victor, for bringing us up to speed as per the prayer session. I quickly will be inviting speaker for today. Other speakers, Alfio John, consultant family physician, lifestyle medicine expert, head of family medicine department, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Once again. How was our night yesterday? Great. I hope you slept well. Well, I'm not having the attention in the house. I hope we slept well. Okay, just stand up and show me you love Jesus. People that love Jesus, stand up, show me you love Jesus. Well, I'm not having the attention in the house. I hope we slept well. Okay, just stand up and show me you love Jesus. People that love Jesus, stand up, show me you love Jesus. Tell me you love Jesus. Tell me you love Jesus. Tell me you love Jesus. Okay, thank you. So please sit down. We're going to be having this brief conversation together today, and I'm hoping that we go back with something today. I'm here to discuss optimizing wellness and unlocking your body's resilience using lifestyle medicine. Now, those words were chosen carefully because the intention is that in every one of us, God created a force that is to make you alive. So your body always tries to keep you alive, despite anything that is happening. That's what your body intends to do. But you need to be able to give that body what it needs to keep you alive. So sometimes, in our attempt to keep you alive, the body has to cause problem for you to be alive. So let's look at it from that. So we're saying, we want to optimize wellness and unlock, right? Then I will say, where would I talk to you? Because, like you said, I'm a consultant physician and I've practiced medicine about me. Let's go. Now, we are accountable for our health. As Christians, we need to understand that you have a responsibility to keep yourself healthy. And it is not negotiable. We are stewards of God's temple. So, we are not saying be healthy for your sake. It is because you have to give account of how you spend and use the temple of God. And our health has a ripple effect. It does not only affect you. That's why I tell patients, if you don't want to be alive, you want to go to heaven. What of the children you brought forth to the world? Let the last one finish before you go. So at least you know you have done, because your health affects people around you. We all know that when we lose a loved one, it's not just the person, oh, he has gone to heaven. What of the sorrow of those that are left behind? So for that reason, we need to be accountable for our health. Now, the few concepts I want to talk about, the human lifespan. Now we know when a child is born, the child grows to old age. And the Bible said in the book of Genesis, pardon me, I'm a Christian, and it says that my spirit will not dwell with man, my spirit will not be with man forever, that I'll be with man for 120 years. You remember that in Genesis. And I see Christians quoting Psalm 90 about 70 years. And I said, no, that was not the God's original intended plan. And what science is finding out is that the human cell exists for 120 years. And after that, it cannot survive. And that only from when I read the science, I just say, wow, God has said this like thousands of years ago, that he will stay with man for 120 years. So it is not 70 years. Please, let's read our Bible correctly. It's not 70 years. Because if you read that whole psalm, from the beginning to the end, it's possible. Just about around that 120 years. And so when I see people write 130 something, I'm like, it's not possible because the human cell cannot survive beyond 120 years. And that is documented. Science has found that in wellness. That's because wellness is an active pursuit. It does not come to you sleeping on your bed. No. You must, if you're living 120, you want to be, I was telling you about a man I met, 100 years old, he walks on Eden. He doesn't need a stick to walk. He gets up and commands authority. At 100, that's life. But not at 100, oh, he's 97, he died at 97, but he's sitting on a wheelchair, he can't move again, he's wearing pampers. We're not castigating, but we're saying that you need to build your life such that if you're living healthy, your health span is increased. Now, why did I say optimizing wellness? That's because wellness is an active pursuit. It does not come to you sleeping on your bed. No. You must be intentional. And it's an active pursuit in all dimensions. So if someone is healthy physically and is not healthy spiritually, then I'm sure the person knows that it's not well. So we're talking about very important because there's a continuum, there's a paradigm. Unfortunately, in the past, in the medical paradigm, at the point of that neutral is where medicine actually stops. We always want to get people to the neutral point where, oh, you go to the doctor, people do their annual medical checks and say, I'm not sick, nothing is wrong with me. That's at the point of the neutral, there's no sickness. But wellness is when you're moving towards the optimal state of well-being. So, in the reactive space, which we do in the healthcare system, we treat to cure illnesses. Oh, I had a problem, doctor treats and cures. It's episodic. When I'm sick, I go to the hospital, and then it's compartmentalized. So I have ear problem, I go to the ear doctor. I have head problem, I go to the neurologist. I have the nephrologist, and all of that. But in wellness, you're proactive. You're doing beyond. You're not doing it just because you don't want to be sick. You're doing it because you want to try. That's the difference. And so we talk about the concept of resilience. Resilience is the fact that you are able to return to your previous so-called normal condition after a tragedy, after an illness, after an insult. Because you cannot run away from insults. When I mean insult to health. You're going to have genetic things that are going to give you problems, environment, social, so many things are going to give, but that ability to they have the same DNA. All the bees, they're supposed to be the same. But what is happening is that the queen bee is fed with royal jelly. They made a difference in the food of the bee. The royal jelly changes the queen bee to become productive. While the So, of course, we have stem cell regeneration, foods that help with that. And then the gut microbiome. Now we now know is that all disease begins in the gut, in the intestine. All disease begins in the intestine. And the intestine is now seen as a second brain. So, whenever you're able to feed, that's where you have, cleanse your colon, take this food, it helps to moderate and to change the microbiome, the things that are in the gut. And that's where your fermented foods come in. Fermentation of food helps to balance the good bacteria in the gut. And cocoa does a good job, the beans, all mushrooms are powerful in doing that. So, what we say about, let's not deviate too much from our ancestral diet. Let's go back to what our grandparents used to eat. It will help you when you do that. And also, when foods are in season, they are meant to nourish and to help you. Every one of us is different. There is no single diet that works for everybody. So you hear people talk about, paleo diet, keto diet, this one diet, that one diet. Everybody is what? Different. In fact, the studies in now personalized medicine is realizing that for work, and also make sure you have the stock. What is in your fridge, in your pantry, is what you're likely going to eat. So if you're hungry and you go to the fridge and you see Coke, temperature will be very high, isn't it? But if you know that you nowhere in the house that can get Coke, there's apple, there's garden egg, there's cocoa bar, you are more likely to take what you've taught. So please stop correctly. Exercise. If there was one prescription, important that you plan your meals ahead, because most times because people don't plan their meals, they tend to rush and beat the most. And you can't to play with exercise and food. I'm sure you get it all over the place, but you forget the Cinderella. And yet, without the Cinderella, you're messing up yourself, because sleep is one time that your body repairs. So sleep is very important. We need to go to bed on time. It's important. And be consistent. Avoid heavy meals before bed. We talked about that yesterday. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and smoking. And avoid screen time. Screen, I don't know how to shout it enough. Screen before bedtime. What happens is this: when you are on the screen, the good thing about him is that it's actually not a bad thing, right? Was chasing man had to run, so we have the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. It's to protect you. Then it looks like there's no time to send body. Are you resting? Why are you growing? No, we can't grow, we want to fly. So that's how the body operates. At that time, all the body is concentrating on doing is to make sure that I escape from danger. Unfortunately, in our world today, our own danger is subtle, is chronic, is always there. Normally, after that period of fear, like if you see something, you run, you jump. That was so great. You kind of relax, right? But today, it's not like that. The problem is in the house. Maybe it's a bad husband, maybe it's children, maybe it's workplace. It's always there and it's subtle. So the body, we found that finding time to nature is important. Listening to music, talking with friends, really. Just tell yourself, see, the things that happen to you and your body begins to just tell yourself, somebody said it will come to pass. This too will pass. Life will
Praise the Lord. There are so many questions to ask about faith. But let me start with this. As I step into this seminar, which children have packaged, this is the second time as I'm there. I'm praying. I shared something with the book of Joshua with hearts of prophets today. I'm living well and heads. The lecture we had yesterday from Prof on living well, on heads and others. And look at the one we just had about 30 minutes now. And well, let me start. The scripture says, faith coming by the hearing, and hearing the word of God. And she started saying, using the scripture, which the New Bible, New Testament says, 70 AD for a strong. Then as the pastor started preaching message, he said, life in the first chapter. Chapter 1 from 0 to 20, chapter 2, 20 to 40, chapter 3, 40 to 60, chapter 4, 60 to 80, and then about 120. My father lived for 125 years. And what was the best man is living eating natural food. He lived on plantain. So, with the family doctor we have today,
His father became blind towards the end of his life. And the question is, at what age do you get blind and what are the common causes? The truth is, there are causes of blindness and we don't know why your father became blind. Glaucoma is a very common cause of blindness and it's hereditary. So there is no age. If the blindness is from glaucoma, for example, and glaucoma is an inherited condition, you can actually just control the duration when it will come. So it's important that we know what is the cause of blindness. So it's not a blanket statement that you become blind at so age, no. But rather, what is the cause of the blindness? So there are different causes of blindness. So it's not something you can just say this is why. You need to know why is this person blind. If there's a history of glaucoma, today I'm a participant. Okay, I have two questions. Just in line with what you asked about blindness. When my mother was alive, before she died, she stopped hearing at one side of her body. She was about to turn 70. She was 69 at the point when she had that issue. So we really don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it started, and she was taken to the hospital, and she was, they gave her some prescription that she was taking, and after that, other things started happening, and it was told to us that her system was shutting down. So I was now wondering what could have led to that. Please let me pick the hospital, but when he called me and said they should take her to the hospital, irrespective of how much we will pay. So that said that we have to do some things before our system shut down, and eventually the system shut down. That is one. Then number two, you're talking about screen. And this screen has to also do with phones. How can I help my husband to sleep without holding phones? The time he's supposed to sleep, at every point I peep, he's making noise with phone. And also distracting me from sleeping. Are you getting it? This morning, before we came, I have gone. I said, there's something I noticed. The company he was with phone. I have to collect the phone. So how do I help him? This phone matter is my problem. How do I help? I'm talking about total sleep, right? That the body reacts to everything that is not share issues and trauma she's dealing with, maybe share things. Oh, my husband. And you can imagine, it's not like I started shutting down, but that, no, I didn't mention it, there's no time. Family lifestyle medicine is huge. The body stores trauma. That's why we need to grieve. If you need to cry, you need to grieve. Because if you don't grieve, the body will hold the trauma. And sometimes it reflects physically. So you are having issues that you can't put your hands on where it's coming from. Good restorative sleep. You don't just say sleep. Not just the number of hours. You will be better.
My strength into something that is consuming my energy. It's not making me to do some other things that I have to do that will be more profitable and more inspiring. But when something is distracting you at that particular time, you will not be able to realize some of the potentials that you have. So just put it in yourself that look, yes, you need to get information, audit that particular information, audit that particular program properly. When is the best time to watch it? Put a plan on it. Plan yourself. Be determined that I'm not going to fall into using a device that is going to be hurting to either my eyes, my mind, or even other part of your health. Your health matters, just as she said. If anything happens now, you can look for another person. Life don't be worker. Yeah. So get yourself up. Yeah? Be determined. As we talk to ourselves, we talk to everybody that is here. Work is good to, hey, I have passion for this, I have passion. Even when you have passion for something, plan it. Be deliberate about everything you do. Is that okay? I will be happy.
Praise the Lord. Please, for people to just add a little response to this last question. I have a neighbor where I live who is less than who was less than 60 years. But the last sanitation exercise, the last moment of sanitation exercise, he was very busy, very active from only like one hospital. It's gone. But he has about three pairs of 5 decades in addition to the school that the wife is studying completed. And he's working on another 3 or 4 buildings that is still working at the same time. What I want to say is that he has dropped everything and life continues. If because of your job, you must keep that glued to the screen, if anything happens to you, life continues. Just like that is it. That is what I want to say there. My question now is, you talk of taking natural fruits and food. What we call natural and what we call natural. How do we now know? How do we determine? Apple, you take apple, they say this one is poison, this one is color, this one is this. You take banana, they say this one was ripened by cabbage. You take beans, they say they mix it with cement to preserve it. How do you now determine which one is natural so that you don't injure yourself by what you call natural?
Thank you very much. Now, the truth is, it's been a difficult time to answer that question. Number one, we need to know that let me use a pesticide infected or a GMO, that unnatural apple is still better than the processed food. Do you understand? Let's get that right. So it's, to be on the side of caution, it's still better to take that. I don't know, it's not. And you know what we found too is that when you have something, but the scripture said you should pray on whatever you're taking, right? There's a study that was done on water, and there was a man that the scriptures. But where the world is going to is where you're saying we need to do some farming, some gardening to reduce the toxic load. Because what we are finding out is that the toxic load, because of all these things, is very high. So currently, what we're saying is if you can do those leaves by your house,
it's unfortunate, maybe we will have added it to all the, there are some codes now that you can check when you go to supermarkets. You can check. Those codes will either determine if it's organic or GMO. What I fear actually is we have a lot of adulterated food. We heard about all this rubber food from China and all that. And people don't even understand how it works.
always say when I come up to speak is that we have some of these things that Prof highlighted is already packaged in indigenous medicines, herbal medicines. Remember, it is lifestyle and herbal, using herbal, as health support. Personally, I've sent some of these things to one of our sisters and painful mention.
McDonald in Dubai. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Of course, the greeting. We'll start with 5, 5, then go to 10. You can make. That's the next point I want us to share. Tell yourself, I can make. Come on. Use it as a dance. Come on. I can make. essential. Even he was saying something, and then you grow on yourself. Is it not healthier? And if you have small money, and you think you can do 1 hectare, 2 hectares of a particular herb or spice, you can package them. That's what we're going to see very soon. And then you make it everywhere, from the mango, rainforest, savanna, Sudan savanna, everywhere. These plants include the normal things that we talked about yesterday. You have the garlic, turmeric, moringa, ginger, scent leaf, alligator peppers, and so on and so forth. You know, all these things have become important commercial commodities in local, regional, and international market. There's this particular one that we normally put in front of our houses. In some, I don't know, they call it, what was the local name? There's, no, not scent leaf. It's a herb. It has this rosy kind of flowers. You have some that are purple, mostly some are white, you know, and all that. Not hibiscus, if I'm trying to. No, not lavender. That plant has the largest alkaloid content, more than any plant. No, not very. Anywhere in the world. Do you know that abroad they are looking for it? They're asking people if you can grow it for us. And we're going to buy. People are buying ginger, common ginger. They want to mix it with their, and there's international market for it. Like we were saying yesterday, so people also buy your bitter leaf. So why are we lazy about what to do? Why can't we do something that will yield money for us? Their cultivation, processing, packaging, branding, and export generates substantial economic value and contributes also to the national economy. If you can put it back, if you can process very well, cultivate very well, you can do your packaging and have your own brand. Honestly speaking, the sky is not the limit. Medicinal plant sector supports numerous industries, of course. Even M&B now, they've started going into medicinal plant production. M&B, some pharmacies have started going into all this. So you will be generating money quietly. And hospital awareness, tourism. Consequently, investment in indigenous herbs and spices everywhere. I was sharing with somebody. I said all these our youth that are farming, sorry please, it's just out of record, that are farming in India. Do you understand? In Kwale area and all that stuff, up to Edo State and all that. They don't even need to hide. All we need to do is we'll go set up, this industry that will manufacture that oil. That Indian oil. Do you understand? I'm telling you, for your hair. Perfect. For your head, perfect. Some countries have approved it. You can grow it around your house. You can harvest it. I know of friends that put it inside their food to eat. The only thing is that don't abuse it. But it's perfect for your health. But you can imagine if we have a company, excuse me, if we have a company in Kwale, for instance, that are into CBD, we call it CBD, CBD oil. You can imagine the thousands of youths that would have been employed. You can imagine outgrowers that would have been employed. You can imagine. So, I wanted to try to make a case. To see if Nigeria can use their brain. And I say, no, India, no. Small one like this. It's sold for 8,000 naira. And if you pass this like 100 bills or 400 bills for 150,000 naira, I'm not exaggerating. I had to tell somebody from the bush. They gave me this Indian hemp, what's it called? Seed. So I did it in my lab. I created the oil in my lab. Come and see crab in my office. If I tell you what is used for in your head, you'll be amazed.
That's
Not to talk of cosmetics. But you know the fun? Go to the market. You will see India hemp oil and India hemp hair cream. You go there, you will see CBD. CBD in India hemp. Imported. But here, it's a crime. I beg, let's move forward. So when we invest in indigenous spices, the potential of diversifying our economy is positive. Is that right? Next slide. There are indigenous herb and spices as agricultural commodities. So that's what I'm saying. You will see it as just as you grow your yam, your tomatoes, your pepper, and all that. Next slide. Okay. Many indigenous medicinal plants are cultivated by small scale. You can use your house, your home garden, farmers across. If you want to go into a full one, I can also maybe see how to drive in an idea for you. Commercial cultivation of this crop contributes significantly to household income, food security, and rural livelihood. Compared with many staple crops, medicinal plants often command higher market prices. I gave you the story of that man that I tried to close down his shrine, and he went into. His man is big now for really making more money, far more money than what he was making from frightening people. So, example of things you can easily grow, ginger, garlic, turmeric, moringa, bitter leaf. Even the ugu, you can process ugu in such a way that it will be exportable. There's market for it. I know that there's no way in the world that I don't have Nigerian kitchen. They will always want to. If you can, and then invariably it affects national economy. Next, for tea bag, you collecting money. You can be collecting money. They don't put them in capsule or in tea bag. It's open. Put your spoon there. They say 1 teaspoon. Put your teaspoon, put it in hot water, and then your tea is ready. So, like there's a company in Abuja that I advised at the time, and she took my advice. She has that process. She has the one that is tea. She has the open one. The open one is selling faster. Everybody wants to just see what you are. And you know that many people now, even when you have your tea bag, they will now advise you to export, and then you earn foreign exchange. The dollar will come to you. You earn foreign exchange. There are some NGOs too right now in Abuja that we support. If you want to export indigenous, products. They just had a conference I couldn't attend last week. Trying to see people who are interested. If we are growing just sell it. You just have Zobo, you just sell it like that. You will not get enough money. But when you add value to it, this is where the proposal I made to government at the time, this is where it comes handy. I was saying anybody that is coming to steal our biodiversity should stay here and add value. 50, 60, 70% value. Then you can now carry it in away. So that people can have impact on what God has given to them. That's why I say when they are stealing our oil and selling it out, it's painful. How can't you refine it here? Refine it here. So, value addition is very important. Anything you are doing, value addition. If you do ginger, for instance, if you are on ginger, you can make powder from ginger, you can make tea, you can make oil, you can make capsules. To work, and from the backside, they pull everything that you are walking away from you. So, addressing these challenges is essential for sustainable development in this sector. Now, let's look at strategies for maximizing economic benefit. Promote commercial cultivation of medicinal plants, strengthen research development, improve access to quality planting materials. That's why I said that I thought the government people would be here so that I can drum this into their ears. Encourage public-private partnership, develop modern processing facilities, strengthen quality assurance and certificate system, expand export promotion, encourage youth and women participation, support small and medium enterprises, protect indigenous knowledge, very, very important. Protect indigenous knowledge through appropriate intellectual property mechanism, promote sustainable harvesting and biodiversity conservation, integrate spices are not merely culinary ingredients, but valuable functional food that contributes to the prevention and supportive management of broad spectrum of diseases. We looked at that yesterday, that these things can affect the way we live, our quality of life. While they are, I made a caveat, which I'm also repeating. I'm not saying that, we should throw away the evidence-based medications, especially when you have serious conditions, such as cancer, stroke, diabetes, malaria, typhoid. Well, I don't believe in typhoid. I just put that because a lot of us will relate to it. Asthma, kidney diseases. These plants we're looking at can play important complementary role by improving nutrition, reducing inflammation. If it's not government work, it's no work. It doesn't have to be government work. Be your own manager. Others are doing it, you can do it. Dangote is not working for government. Dangote is working for his name and himself. Otedola is working for his name and himself.
It's now after this very wonderful lecture, this is how we just put our hands together. I thought we were going to rise innovation because it is not rocket science. While he was, please help me sit down. Prof, up for you. While Prof was speaking, a lot started running through my mind. I said I have my big daddy here, who is in government. So when we say there's no government person, there's somebody here who is in government. And I know that my daddy has seen virtually all the governments so far in his capacity as somebody who is religiously grounded. Sir, I think you should have a working relationship with.
Yeah, Ben.
So that all of this, when they are doing all this, they are summit and at least there's an economic summit coming up in Delta State of August. And the prof are people who are resource persons who can, after learning all of this, I said, where do I even miss? I said, where I could start from? And he said, if you are into media or the radio, I looked at myself. Hey! The question I asked myself is, hey, the idea of that drop, so where I could see the money. Do you understand? Definitely will start somewhere. Thank God for the social media now. So from the comfort of my confidence, I will only go out radio station by the social media. So let's celebrate our daddy one more time. Yes, we have a couple of questions. I'd like to start with you, sir.
I am so happy I could be here today. The devil really wanted me not to be here. I was in a prayer program at Isiana yesterday. And I planned so well that I will leave that place by 12 so that I can meet the afternoon session here yesterday. But unfortunately, the program couldn't allow me to come on time. When I now came this morning, I was at 9 o'clock, the first person to come. But this morning, I was feeling some pain in the eye that I did the surgery last year. By the time people have started coming, I feel like going out anywhere to get the drug that they recommended when I did the surgery. I have to even ask my doctor from Elon to send me the link because I forgot. I drank almost to the end of the road before I could get the drug to buy. My mind was buy the drug and start going back to nature, missing the entire program. But when I bought the drug, I was discussing with the people there, and I started feeling much better. Instead of trekking down to the junction, and I took a keke back to the venue. So I thank God that I will devil did not succeed for me to miss the second day session. Thank you, Prof, for what you have just told us. By January next year, I will be 30 years in England. It was Bangkok that brought me in January 1997. By 2006, when we were by 2006, when the current Anambra State governor for Central Bank and who forced some banks to merge, and my bank, Bank, merged with Latino to become bank PhD. They disengaged us. They gave us some takeaway. But the point I'm trying to make is that having spent so long a time in the Igbo land, I decided as the head of the family, as the father in the house, that we are all going back to Ogbomoso, my hometown. But as at that time, 2006 February, my wife's business in the lead market as distributor of soap business has been established. So she was of the opinion that what are we going to do in Ogbomoso when we have gone this far in the business here? I understand what she's saying. And I did not behave like a military man. I said, okay, I will allow you to stay. Allow me to go. And of course, I can force them to follow me. It was the bank work that I started with each other. But she, for reasons best known to her, was never in support of me going. So when my first daughter was to wed in 2020, I told them in a family meeting here at the wedding that I was not going back. And they are taking water. Ghana can come and take water. But having listened to lectures, so many things that I know I can do. I was pulling blood for my own use. People that are developing around me in promotion, I'm telling them, you don't need to go far. Just do it. And they will buy. And I was making money from them, from water, from this, from that. But having listened to the lot of children that are that are doing sales boy in the market. In the last 5 months that my wife had gone to UK for Mugo, you know, you women are very possessive. All the time that we were together before we had the opportunity to go for the first of Mugo, she just came back next week. I had a freedom to myself. She's not happy. She's not happy to hear what I said. No, wait. I'm trying to make a point. Normally, when she was around before she traveled out, we go together to the market, we come back together. And most women, they don't want you to be yourself. I'm the kind of person that I don't like going in my vehicle to a distance alone. I like to be, at least speak to somebody, help somebody. Now, in the experience I had in the last 6 months, I discovered that there are some children that are finished schools in my area to Bosi that are working, that do sales game in markets that are far away. Uga, electrical markets, air bridge, and they are spending more money than the salary they are collecting.
Praise the Lord. Having one son to our bro. Thank you. Passionate about what you have taught.
Yes. Children can do something. Yes.
Praise the Lord.
My great prof, in fact, you are really fed us with a lot of spiritual and physical food. There is something yesterday, just like as you said, I really want to be in this. I called I said I want to be in this seminar. He gave me the directive. He said I want to be in this. Okay, my son took an ill. Yesterday I couldn't make it. But today, just like as you said, when I woke up this morning, one spirit said, "Are you going to make this child? Are you not saying the whole this is a bad thing?" But one spirit said, "There are people in the home. Move." I decided to move. And now I really saw the dividends of my movements. Because yes, he mentioned I want to really because I've been in love with anything, you know, I will have a very short time to speak now. Anything medical, I have a love with redhead. I was in work, I worked for some time at when a co was a co. I put myself together, I learned what is it called? Chemist. And I now put myself, after passing through a lot, I put myself together. I said, I can do something. I said to myself, I can do something, which I really, I put in my little effort. But there was something I was about setting me back, which he mentioned. Maybe a colleague of mine will have any challenge. I will say, take this. The next thing will say, how did she know all these things? First, I have to order books. I have almost 2 mentors today in already that I meet. And those books, they are even mentor than your mentor. He knows what I'm talking. I have all the series too. Then, let me now come to a little, let me say, awareness that I will equally give to it from my little knowledge that I have. Prof talked about backache. You know, as we age, our immune is diminishing, is dwindling down. And this part of our area here, we don't really know how to take care of our system. All we crave after is money, making money. So, in order to cut the story short, you can only rob. Don't allow anybody to cite that their harsh side. It's not good at all. Because those things mentioned, Uncle made mention of hereditary diseases. Let me still go into that a little. We say, this glaucoma is hereditary. This is this, this is this. Yes, we can have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 persons that may have such things. But I am putting from my own the field of your mother. Everything about her is what you feel. If that woman that is carrying you has any infection, automatically it's being what? Transferred. That is where you have hereditary. So, what I want to tell you now, if you have any hereditary disease in your family, your trees, go and deal with infection. By the time you deal with infection, that hereditary disease will disappear along the line. There is no smoke without fire. Infection is the number 1 problem. Microorganisms are number 1 problem of whatever thing we are suffering. So,
Next time, Madam should be one of the facilitators.
So I think there's no more time as such. But right now,
10-15 years ago, when you go to test for malaria, were you hearing typhoid and malaria? No. Let's be honest. No. Were you hearing typhoid and malaria? But today, go for any test, they will tell you typhoid and malaria. And I took my time to follow the trend. I was in a gathering where somebody made a very strong statement about the pharmaceuticals from the US. You understand? And all of the drugs, this outside the cities, whatever you don't take people out. All of the issue was that they are forcing Africans to take some drugs. You understand? And they are making kills out of it.
still going back to that topic on typhoid. We started by saying you don't. Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you once again. You started by saying you don't believe in typhoid from where that the it is also from. So, for the benefit of those of us in this gathering today, are you saying there is no disease in typhoid? Or that it is not, sorry, or that it is not as widespread as we think it is, and that the drugs of choice in treating this ailment is not what we are getting? Because I know, for instance, now that when I have a little fever, I just go for campaign and I make tea out of it and I drink, and it works for me. So,
If you have hydrographics, just make a little bit of tea for hydrographics.
which one is that one?
It's a plant. Hydrographic. It's a tea bitter well.
I don't mind if you do that. Okay, so the summary is that there's an ailment known as typhoid.
There is.
It's not as widespread as we think it is, and there are better drugs of choice, treatment for it, other than the ones we get from the pharmacies. Okay, so that's what I want to know. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
So, there is a typhoid. Typhoid is a strong disease, very strong one. Not the mouth. Yes, water is actually one of the basic things, the kind of water we drink and all that. But if it's now like if there is everything is typhoid, malaria, typhoid, malaria.
It's prof.
So
You need to sit down on this side.
yeah.
I used to lecture in Ekoma.
Yes.
And there was a time once you had malaria and you went for test, they would say it's typhoid. And I knew many people, then they were using it
became deaf. Whatever it is. And I was diagnosed of having typhoid. Till today I refuse to treat it, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. I didn't take any time. I just took the report, went home without taking anything, and I recovered.
So you saw what I was trying to. I was giving you a story. I didn't finish it. So about that one. So 1 week later, she came down with the same malaria, and she took injection. 3 days, then took all the treatment. Do you know? 1 week later, after she finished her slots, she came down again. Now called me. This malaria, I said, don't come back. So that malaria and typhoid again. And I said, well, anyway, you want to, but I'm not going to give you money to go and start taking injection. Do you know how much in Abuja someone 30,000 to treat malaria and typhoid? And I said, I'll send you 3,000 naira. Go to the pharmacy, buy a donut. So she took the donut. 3 days later, I said she's better. I said, that's how it's supposed to be. You are aware that? He said, yes. Let's get knowledge. I think it's your turn. Yeah, please. I want to say this. I appreciate all of you, those of us that came yesterday, and those of us that came today. It's my time. My time is up, and I have to move now because I have to get to my destination. I really want to appreciate you. I pray that God will give us good health. God will sustain us. Take us to our various homes safely. We shall have testimonies that we are going to be living in good health to the glory of God. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. We really appreciate you.
Incidentally, our ancestors, which we are forgetting now that we go back to our ancestral diet, they were all herbalists. In fact, your mom, your wife is a herbalist because she knows the vegetables she will cook that will, you don't know that those vegetables are supplying nutrients, supplying chemicals, supplying things that heal us. My passion for this health came from my recovery. And that has given me the audacity for years to preach it. In fact, I'm not someone who loves traveling, whether air or whether land. I hate it. But Tony, Dr. Kokene we were youth in Church of God Mission in the 70s. So and we attended the same school. So for 2 years, I didn't listen to him to come to Warri. I went to the one he did in Abuja. But I came here because let me add my own voice to what my brother, the prophet, said. You are looking for good health, please don't start from the pharmacy, don't start from the hospital, start from your kitchen. And permit me to say this, good health is not luck. Because by then I was, from 40, 50, I was dying. That's what inspired me to write that book, Eating to Live and Not to Die, because I was eating and I was killing myself. I was killing myself with processed food. I worked in an industry that you can even carry food to the office in the morning. Or my wife will cook, I'll carry food to the office, I will never eat it. I'll bring it back home. I'd rather go to the eatery, chatter, meat pie, whatever, donut, grab Coca-Cola, my stomach will be full. I never knew I was killing myself. Until I started having symptoms of typhoid, every symptom. In fact, malaria was my normal visiting. Then I began to lose my sight. I'm using glasses now, mostly to protect my eyes. In my 30s and my 40s, I was losing my sight. I couldn't read street signs with glasses, even with glasses. I couldn't read car numbers If I'm in a vehicle, I couldn't see. I mean with glasses. But now, at 70, it's eyesight problem. So because of this, I have this passion for what I'm doing. You must deliberately take action to build your health. For me, every disease can be reversed with natural food. It takes time. Nature works slowly, but it works surely. Nature is very slow. Before I could reverse a chronic back pain, Tony's own was spinal cord injury. Tom, over 5 years, it closed up because we guided him on what to be taken, what to be eaten. He stopped. Part of them is in that book, and part of them is in another book that is only on internet. Natural Food Miracle. So if you are here and you have any challenge, don't worry. Natural food will bring you back. And natural food includes water. And like you see, the water are advertised. In fact, they don't even know me. But there was a time their sales manager had to bring many packs. He brought part of that water for me. Because I use it to help one woman. I never met a woman before. The woman began to drink that water. That water is I'm told that they thought I've been treating it. Placenta water. Placenta water. But that water is healing water. No matter what you have, if you drink it for 3 months to 6 months to 1 year, even diabetes will recede, will go back. The pH of that water is 7.8. So I've studied these things, used it myself, and I can testify. So I hope you will dig this one out because it's an advert. It's an advert for them. But I do it because of people's health. Sometimes people come to me and say, okay, tell us that water. But I know that broadcast, please don't remove that side. They should come and pay you to pay me. And Placenta became popular. But it is healing water. I used it. It can cure your headache. I mean, but one of the problems people have is that they don't drink water. Prof has taught us yesterday. Water is life. Yes. And let me say this. You see, I personally was a victim of eating unnatural food. And I was telling one of my sisters, I said, even my family members struggle with this thing because they were used to eating processed food. By the time mommy has cooked in the evening, come and eat some food. Eat a lot of what. Nowadays, you see, Prof hinted us here. They now put drugs into children's sweet. And these are the things that cause fibroid, endometriosis, hormonal imbalance. I told you yesterday of a girl I tested, 17 years old. The doctor looked at her and said, to preserve your life, go and cut one of your breasts. 17 years old. So this enlightenment is to help you plan your life well. Yesterday I told you about the babies, how the babies take their feeding seriously. Babies take their feeding seriously, fiercely. They will find their mother, they will hold your breast. If you remove it, they will shout to put it back. I've known of some ladies that they were urinating on themselves. They dropped that baby by force and rushed. And they said, this baby had made me to urinate on my body. So take your feeding seriously. Now, think of healthy food as your body's ultimate toolkit. That's why let me just give you this part before I plan to leave. Think of your healthy food as your body's ultimate toolkit. in which the following tools are kept. It is your food, you have minerals, you have vitamins, you have antioxidants, you have fiber. But let us start from trace elements. Trace elements. These are like tiny magic keys. You only need a microscopic amount of them, but without them, important systems in your body would unlock. For instance, if you don't have this, zinc, for instance, zinc is a trace element. If you don't have zinc in your body, it will not be find it difficult to conceive. Zinc. And when you find this zinc, you find it in something like walnut. You see, these are our local food that I told us yesterday. I advised him that, look, in our ancestral food diet is localized. The food we have in Asaba, the foods we have that are prominent. That's why God spread Agbalumo Udara to every nation, because it is very important. Every season, please, go down and eat them aggressively. You know they don't last. If it is 3 months, eat it aggressively, eat it every day. In fact, overeat it, because you cannot overdose it. There is something it does in your body till another 1 year. Think it like that. Did you hear what Prof told us yesterday? A particular ingredient in, that's dogoyaro seed. A woman takes it to prevent conception for 1 year. Took some quantity. That's natural. A particular ingredient like that I make. Vitamins keep your bones, your eyes sharp, and give you the energy to run around. I eat raw tomato. Sorry. Yes, I eat raw tomato. I want to say I eat raw onions. Even after cooking my beans with plenty onions, I cut raw ones and eat it. Carrot, cucumber, coconut, ginger, I blend them together. Now, these minerals empower your system. They have targeted places they go to work. Please take time to learn it. Take time to study it. Our problem is that I've met people, they are lazy. Say, excuse me, sir, these things are too much now. But when I'm sick, I go to the hospital. Hospital will help you. You heard from Prof. This is private discussion. But we are even better in Nigeria. In America, they could kill them. They could poison you, and you know they don't know. They send their agents after you until you are gone. Why do you want to help people? Why do you want to spend and want to go and educate people? I've heard a lot of, I've helped people to reverse their BP, their diabetes, input. I have helped some people, not many. So that's why when I was coming, I told you that, look, today I'm going to talk about the business of what we are doing. I'm into herbals, but I started with diet. This business is, I was talking to the doctor who has got to contact us. She said, we complement each other. Yes, we complement. But for me, I see pharmaceutical drugs as first aids. I see it as emergency intervention, which should not go beyond. He just told us now that if you want to kill yourself, take how many paracetamol? 8. But there was a young man, a pastor told me this story. He started with 2 Panadol. And after some time, it didn't work. Do you know why they didn't work? Because the body says, that one is enough. Stop. There are other ways you can get better. Even water alone, water can heal you. If I have any problem now, having headache, I check myself as, okay, you didn't sleep well. You've not taken water. You have not exercised. Food, water, sleep is foundational. So that you see that discipline yourself when to sleep. Discipline yourself when to drink water. Discipline yourself when to eat your meal. For someone that I was arguing yesterday about 3 meals, 3 times, who told you that they even call it 3 square meal? And 3 can never be square. It's triangle. You say 3 and a half. So nobody tells you to take 3 times meal. In fact, if you are to take meal, take it 5 times. At our age now, take very small. Yes. If I'm like when I went to for breakfast, I took some beans, took that tomato sauce, just little. I don't need more than that. And I can eat my last meal again by 5. My body is used to it. So you can even train your body to be drinking only water, then you eat once around 4. And not big quantity. For when you are getting older, from 40, reduce your quantity of food. Otherwise, you can poison yourself. Then let me add this. Please don't eat beyond 6 o'clock. The organs of your body want to rest. Now, if you have bloating, your problem may be that you eat late at night. Or the genesis of that problem is that you eat at night. If you stop eating by 5, I eat 5:34. By 6, I start quarreling with my wife. Why have you not prepared our meal? By 7, I'm very furious. If I eat at all, but I will check myself, I will not die. I have told myself that because I'm hungry, that doesn't mean I will not sleep. So people say, if I don't eat, I can't sleep. It is in your mind. It's your mind. So if I don't eat, I will sleep. I will sleep, and I will sleep well. But for us, I can't drink water at night. But if you are you are hungry from time to time during the day, deceive your stomach with drinking plenty water. In fact, if you want to help yourself, drink water 30 minutes before you eat. Drink plenty water 30 minutes. So when you eat little quantity. Then allow another 30 minutes before you eat. Those of us that are used to eating and drinking water, please stop it. If you are eating, say, you eat 1 spoon, drink 1 water, please stop it. Those are the little to protect yourself. It can cause you indigestion. It can cause you bloating. It can cause heartburn. In fact, it can cause gastritis later, gas in the stomach. It can result in any other thing. So protect yourself like that. Now, there is food substance called fiber. Fiber I mentioned yesterday is like a sweeper. See the liver. We were talking about typhoid just now, but I'll tell you a little about typhoid. See the liver is part of the digestive system. The liver is your shield. It processes some things, then it is a detoxifier of the body. There are things to eat right now. The liver will remove all the poisons first, then allow the food to pass through the bloodstream. So the prof hinted on liver detox. Cucumber can be a liver detox. Bitter leaf juice, same thing here. 2 of them. In my 40s. Now, there are 2. The blood has the liquid, blood, plasma, water. When that water is dirty or poison, you will have malaria. But do you know that if you have malaria feeling just now, and you pluck bitter leaf and wash it and chew it, that malaria will stop. Bitter leaf. Or you get a feeling, you can squeeze it, drink the water. That malaria, that typhoid cannot go more than that. So be careful when you have one small thing, you rush to hospital. That's why I said, provide all these things in your kitchen. I have all of them in my own slide. See the other one, I don't fruits. You crush it down, all these things. Now these are medicinal things. For me, I yesterday I said when I get back, I'm going to discuss with people that can help me. I want to acquire land and have what I call urban garden. But I was warned when I'm going to it that I shouldn't plant plantain because of mosquitoes. Because I would like to live poison. And you take 30 meals of this. It will silence it. I gave this with 2 other preparations. Please, it's an advert, don't you cut it off. Do you understand? The girl I mentioned her yesterday, her mother is in the UK. She has endometriosis. Painful periods. Terrible. With this and 2 others, I gave her the hormones balanced. And she had her, who are interested, put your name down with Zeno. That please, I want to do this business. I can come here and give you the compensation plan so that you know that you will profit from the business. I have personally profited from the business. I do more of this talk. I train people, I teach people. If I can save a man from having prostate cancer, I'm happy. And it's simple. As we went to eat the other day, as we were coming, he mentioned chanka. We call it stone breaker. Do you know stone breaker? It's small leaves. It's outside, yes. Yes, that's outside. Okay. Palat, yes. Amaru, Sabia, Philanthropy, yes. I forget it. When I was taught, you need a handful for a man. Pluck a handful of it, wash it, chew it. After chewing it, you use water to raise your mouth. If you can do that morning, afternoon, evening, morning, afternoon, evening, for 13 days, your prostrate enlightenment will give way. Do you understand? Then the pelvic exercise. There are so many, this squatting exercise. Then for those of us that want to age gracefully, make all these exercises like raising one leg, staying for some minutes, or say even seconds, so that the fear of falling, when I know the impact of the fear of falling, so I train ladies that, like, that's the battle I have with my wife. You must exercise so that you can balance. Nothing pushes you. I think if you are, I meet people of 60 years old. If you push them, when I go to places, sometimes I have to bring my ID card before they'll be pushing me. I use public transport in Lagos. Small bus, only few people will good. Only few people. It is coastal breaker, yes. Only few people recognize and say, Baba, please come and stay here.
This one is the original, you have seed.
There is this one has seed behind.
You have seed underneath it.
That's the only one I know. The other ones are, yes, this is the one.
Okay, that's
the one. Yes, it has. No, yes, those ones I don't use it.
This is the only one.
Do you? Yes. Yeah, you can. A handful, plug a handful of the leaves, your full hand, wash it, eat it, like that and drink water.
13 days. Is it bitter?
13 days.
It's bitter, very
It's bitter. It's bitter. 13 days. Morning, afternoon, evening, morning, afternoon, evening. Then you stop. It's very powerful. From 5 to 13 days. Prostrate enlightenment. It is also used for stomach. Detox, yes. It was also used for, I'm told it's used for HIV, yes, for even mental health and diarrhea. Malaria, typhoid. Diabetes.
For diabetes.
Yes. It drops the sugar. It drops the sugar. Yes. But if you are taking medication, please don't stop your medication. Yes. No, you can put it in the water. If you put it in water, you can boil it for tea. Yes, newborn baby. Okay, yes. Yes.
We are not continuing. Sorry, we are not continuing. Somebody who is said, they say somebody who go fall because you are asleep. The woman I know, 68 years, our friend wife, 68, with the fatness, she still fall, always falling, as if with that bigness.
No, she doesn't have balance.
The balance, not even the weight of the body.
She has to be doing exercise.
Yes.
This place has to be strong. This place.
Not up to 70.
Try it.
Yes.
For every woman from 50, the danger comes. When you hear people fall in the bathroom, all these things, because the brain is not. Yes. You know, you can put a stick and say, walk through it. Some people will not walk. Me, I don't fit. It is the problem of brain.
No help you can take for that.
No help? No. If you are eating all this natural food, and as I say, food, water, sleep, and exercise. Exercise can never be the exercise. You see, okay, to show you that we are built to be moving. You see, children, they are very active. But immediately we become adults, I don't know what makes our brain to become dull. Not wahala. We see, children are not like us. Our own, when we are 40 plus, be intentional with everything you start. You can build good habits. I built it. Then let me give you some tips of survival tips. How many of you bathe cold water? You have been told not to bathe warm. You have been told to bathe warm. Yes. You see, when you are getting older, please don't enter the room and start using shower. If you must bathe cold water, please start from your feet. The left feet first. Learn this tip. Let me not go into much of, because Prof has covered everything. But let me give this a tip. Start bathing from your left with cold water. Let the temperature begin to go before you reach your heart. If you pour water on your head, you can short circuit your blood flow, and the person can fall. And then they say something sleep. Nothing sleep the person. It's the way you pour cold water. But the best is use warm water to take your bath. Yes. Like now we have soap. We have a soap that brings your BP naturally down. When you know, during sleep is when BP is dangerous. Somebody can die in sleep. You understand me? And many people have died like that. So this type of health seminar, I would love an hour ago. When I asked some of my pastors later, but why people want to say to go and learn about food and the desert, say something will keep person. Within 6 months, he had a stroke that almost took his life. But I don't think he's up to 70 years old. Just imagine. Just imagine. So, if you are interested, put your name. Bring this thing to your locality. I invited, my sister. Sickness can clear all the money in the bank, and the children will use their own savings again to try to save the man. It's not everybody, but some children have become poorer even though their father was rich. So men, women, take care of your health so that your children can inherit the money and use it in peace. Years ago, there was a man, in fact, they carried him to India, carried him to Jamaica. By the time they came back, honey, what's wrong? He said nothing. I go peace. But the peace stayed more than 5 minutes. Then he has problem. He may not tell you. Tell him you know. Describe the thing to him. He will open up and start telling you. He will open up and begin to tell you. Do you understand me? So monitor yourselves. This is part of what I share. Okay, let me see if I'm through. You remember what I said about a man called Hypocrite. Hypocrite is the father of Western medicine. Is the father of modern medicine that we practice. There is Hippocratic oath which every doctor takes all over the world. This man lived before Christ. He said, let food be your medicine, and let your medicine be your food. So food is the best medicine. I will end on that note. Food is the best medicine. Please study to know the food that contains life. In my book,